On this day in history, December 15th, the Battle of Nashville began in 1864 during the American Civil War, taking place in Nashville, Tennessee. The engagement would ultimately result in the complete destruction of the Confederate Army of Tennessee as an effective fighting force. The Union Army of the Cumberland delivered a decisive blow that would significantly impact the war's trajectory. The short-lived Republic of Ezo was proclaimed in 1869 in the Ezo area of Japan. This remarkable event represented the first attempt to establish a democracy in Japan. The Republic, though brief, was a significant moment in the country's political evolution. Hunkpapa Lakota leader Sitting Bull was killed on the Standing Rock Indian Reservation in 1890. This tragic event would lead to the subsequent Wounded Knee Massacre. The killing marked a devastating moment in the ongoing conflict between Native American tribes and the United States government. During the Second Boer War in 1899, British Army forces suffered defeat at the Battle of Colenso in Natal, South Africa. This engagement was the third and final battle of the infamous Black Week. The battle highlighted the challenges faced by British forces in the conflict. Italian-American food cart vendor Italo Marchionne received a U.S. patent in 1903 for inventing a machine that makes ice cream cones. This innovation would revolutionize the way ice cream was served and consumed. Marchionne's invention became a significant milestone in culinary technology. The Pushkin House was established in St. Petersburg, Russia, in 1905 to preserve the cultural heritage of Alexander Pushkin. This institution would become a crucial center for literary and cultural preservation. The foundation of the Pushkin House represented a commitment to maintaining Russia's rich literary legacy. The London Underground's Great Northern, Piccadilly and Brompton Railway opened in 1906. This new transportation line would transform urban mobility in London. The railway's inauguration was a significant moment in the city's transportation infrastructure. During World War I in 1914, the Serbian army recaptured Belgrade from the invading Austro-Hungarian army. This military action was a significant moment in the Balkan campaign of the war. The recapture represented an important strategic and symbolic victory for Serbian forces. In World War II, the Battle of Mount Austin, the Galloping Horse, and the Seahorse began in 1942 during the Guadalcanal campaign. This complex engagement was part of the larger Pacific theater of the war. The battle would prove to be a challenging and strategically important confrontation. The World War II Battle of Arawe commenced in 1943 during the New Britain campaign. This military operation was part of the Allied strategy in the Pacific Islands. The battle represented another critical moment in the Allied push against Japanese forces. Richard Pavlik was arrested in 1960 for plotting to assassinate President-elect John F. Kennedy. The arrest prevented a potential political tragedy. This event highlighted the security challenges facing high-profile political figures. King Mahendra of Nepal suspended the country's constitution in 1960, dissolving parliament and imposing direct rule. This political action dramatically altered Nepal's governance structure. The king's move represented a significant shift in the country's political landscape. The Eichmann trial reached a critical moment in 1961 when Adolf Eichmann was sentenced to death by an Israeli court. He was found guilty of 15 criminal charges, including crimes against humanity and crimes against the Jewish people. The trial was a landmark moment in addressing the atrocities of the Holocaust. NASA's Project Gemini saw the launch of Gemini 6A in 1965, crewed by Wally Schirra and Thomas Stafford. The mission achieved the first space rendezvous with Gemini 7 after 4 orbits. This was a crucial milestone in space exploration technology. The Soviet spacecraft Venera 7 successfully landed on Venus in 1970, marking the first successful soft landing on another planet. This remarkable achievement was a significant moment in space exploration. The mission provided unprecedented insights into planetary exploration. John Paul Getty III was found alive near Naples, Italy in 1973 after being kidnapped by an Italian gang in July. The dramatic resolution came after months of uncertainty and international attention. This event highlighted the complex world of high-profile kidnappings involving wealthy families. The American Psychiatric Association voted unanimously in 1973 to remove homosexuality from its official list of psychiatric disorders. This decision represented a significant moment in the understanding of sexual orientation. The vote marked an important step towards destigmatizing homosexuality in medical and social contexts. U.S. President Jimmy Carter announced in 1978 that the United States would recognize the People's Republic of China. This decision simultaneously meant severing diplomatic relations with the Republic of China, Taiwan. The announcement was a pivotal moment in Cold War-era international relations. A devastating suicide car bombing targeted the Iraqi embassy in Beirut, Lebanon, in 1981. The attack killed 61 people, including Iraq's ambassador to Lebanon. This incident is considered the first modern suicide bombing, marking a tragic turn in terrorist tactics. The second optional protocol to the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights relating to the abolition of capital punishment was adopted in 1989. This international agreement represented a significant step towards human rights protection. The protocol provided a framework for countries to eliminate the death penalty. The Troubles saw the Downing Street Declaration issued in 1993 by British Prime Minister John Major and Irish Taoiseach Albert Reynolds. This diplomatic document was an important step in the Northern Ireland peace process. The declaration would play a crucial role in subsequent peace negotiations. The third reactor at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant was shut down in 2000. This action was part of the ongoing efforts to manage the site of the infamous nuclear disaster. The shutdown represented a continued response to the 1986 Chernobyl accident. The Leaning Tower of Pisa reopened in 2001 after 11 years of stabilization efforts. The restoration had cost $27 million, though the famous lean was intentionally preserved. This marked a significant moment in the preservation of one of the world's most famous architectural landmarks. The Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor was introduced into USAF active service in 2005. This advanced fighter aircraft represented a significant technological advancement in military aviation. The introduction of the F-22 marked a new era in air combat capabilities. The South Sudanese Civil War began in 2013 when opposition leaders Dr. Riek Machar, Pagan Amum, and Rebecca Nyanding voted to boycott a meeting of the National Liberation Council. This political action would lead to a prolonged and devastating conflict. The boycott represented a critical moment in the young nation's troubled political history. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update, and I'll see you in the next video.